Now, Musk declared that any lawmaker who votes for the bill, quote, deserves to be voted out in 2 years. A member of the House Republican leadership said Musk was, quote, not helpful.
Hello and welcome to the DOGE and Maha News Channel. My name is Chris. In today's video, we're going to focus on the Department of Government Efficiency and the impact they had on this latest massive spending bill that Congress was trying to push through. Did DOGE have an impact on stopping this spending bill? If so, how did they do it? Let's find out.
So where do we go from here? Senior congressional correspondent Chad Pergram starts us off tonight live from Capitol Hill. That has been very busy today. Good evening, Chad.
Brett, good evening. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance torch the spending bill. They demand a streamlined bill, quote, without Democrat giveaways. They also want an increase in the debt ceiling. The House was ready to vote until Elon Musk weighed in on X. Now, Musk declared that any lawmaker who votes for the bill, quote, deserves to be voted out in 2 years. A member of the House Republican leadership said Musk was, quote, not helpful.
Musk was not helpful. That's awesome. This is the beauty of X and actually making this information available to everyone. We can all see what's going on now. There is at least one platform, which is X, that is kind of telling us the truth, and we can kind of see that as the American people, whereas before a lot of this stuff was hidden and we didn't see it, or we didn't know it, or it was on some smaller channels or whatnot. But now the truth is more out there and people are seeing it, and the lawmakers are actually getting pissed off. I think that's awesome. Now our representatives actually have to represent us and not their own special interests, which they're not a big fan of. So it's pretty awesome. Musk can just put out an X post, and then people get all the information that they need and really can call their congressmen and women and say, hey, we want you to vote no on this bill. We don't want this bill. Stop spending our money like crazy. So it's just basically bringing all of the information to light so that we can respond in quick time and stop this nonsense from happening.
Member added that Musk has bigger fish to fry. Lawmakers are rattled at the 11th hour intervention.
What's bigger than this? I mean, of course, there's a lot of bigger things in life, but I mean, this is a pretty big thing. You know, our government going crazy and spending money like crazy and wasting our money. Bigger fish to fry? What are you talking about?
Tweets from Musk, and has that complicated this?
Well, I mean, I think that there's always a lot of interest in what's happening up here, and
This is more than interest. They're telling people if they vote yes, they should be voted out.
the social media world is a part of our politics, and I think
This isn't really a social media world thing. This is actually honest information is what we're getting. Instead of all this spin coming from the legacy media outlets and all the lies that are coming from politicians, we can actually see the real information in real time, and then we can react and tell our congressmen and women to vote no, or that we don't want this bill. So it's not really a social media thing. It's actual honest information for once.
members have to expect that. There are going to be a lot of hard votes in the next couple of years.
Criticism of the massive 1,500-page bill was quick. Conservatives railed against a congressional pay raise in the package and the fact that it's yet another catch-all Christmas tree. However, some lawmakers were torn, especially those whose districts were devastated by hurricanes. The package included more than $100 billion to cover the costs of Helene and Milton.
I mean, why does this bill have this stuff in it? I'm sick and tired of bills having all of this random stuff in it. For example, like the pay raises for our lawmakers, money for hurricane victims. I mean, all this, there's so much other stuff in this bill. It's ridiculous. Why can't the bill be one thing? It could be 15 pages long at the most and be about one thing. Let's have a vote up yes or a vote no on this, and everyone knows where you stand on this one topic. And then put forward a bill for hurricane relief, put forward a bill for lawmaker pay raises, and let's see how people are voting for that one thing specifically. I'm sick and tired of bills having, 20, 30, 40 different things hidden within them, and our lawmakers not even reading them. They're 1,500 pages long like this one, and that's a short one, for crying out loud. So I'm tired of it. I think honestly they need to change the way they vote on bills. It needs to be one topic, one thing, vote yes or no, super quick, super simple, and there's not all this arguing back and forth and fighting and all this BS that goes with it. It's pretty straightforward when you do it that way. And honestly, the lawmakers can't lie and hide behind their false truths and things like that when there's only one topic on the bill. You know, it is what it is. And they either voted yes or no for it. So that would make it a lot easier and for everyone involved, for the public, for the media. We could all understand what's going on. There'd be less confusion, less fighting about things. Yeah, we need to push this idea of one item per bill on X and see if we can get some momentum on that.
Because they knew that it would put members in this position to support it. We're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't.
Exactly.
This has consequences for House Speaker Mike Johnson. Some conservatives were balking at voting for him as Speaker next year.
Will you just vote president or will you vote someone else's name?
I'll vote for somebody else.
Okay.
Now, Johnson can only lose one vote in January and remain as Speaker. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries warned Republicans that if they, quote, break the bipartisan agreement, you own the consequences. The government shuts down Friday night. The House Ethics Committee will not release its report on Matt Gaetz until this vote is final. Brett?
So I think it's really interesting that DOGE through X was able to put this kind of pressure on the lawmakers, and so that they could actually put a stop to this crazy bill that had all this nonsense in it. And honestly, I'm frustrated with Speaker Johnson. Why is he doing this? Come on, man. Stop it. I know this is how business is done in Washington, but stop doing it that way. Let's put together a simple bill that has one item on it and go forward with that. Stop mixing in all this other stuff. It's ridiculous. Just stop it. It is funny, though. I think that Kevin O'Leary in a previous video, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, talked about how Musk would use his power on X to squeeze the heads of the lawmakers. And that is exactly what happened. Let me go ahead and show you that video real quick.
Now, what Elon has, that people keep forgetting, because they say, well, he doesn't have a legislative mandate here. And I say, oh, he's got better than that. He's got X. So what happens is you're in some state somewhere and you own a project to nothing and you're spending $2 billion. He just will shame you out. He'll start naming to all of your voters exactly what you've done wrong and what you're not doing to fix it. And I love the concept of just squeezing heads to stop waste, because all he has to do is turn on the machine. Now, it's going to be very contentious. I've said this multiple times about this mandate. The power he has is not to be underestimated, because if you can get to the voter of that governor or that senator that's wasting money in his eyes, and he can make a good case on X, you're going to cause a lot of damage in that constituency. And I love this idea because it's a negotiation. That's what it is. If you don't fix this, I'm going to call you out.
I think Kevin O'Leary nailed it. That is exactly what X is doing, calling it out, how Musk can use X to basically tell us, the American people, what is happening, and then we can react in kind by calling our lawmakers, calling our congressmen or congresswomen or our senators and saying, hey, don't vote for this. We don't want this stuff. And that's the beauty of it. I think Kevin O'Leary nailed it. That's the power of X and Elon Musk, and he's just going to call it out. And of course, there's going to be kind of a battle back and forth. Is this true or not on X? And that's what it's for. I mean, let's get the information out there so that the American people can respond, and that's going to force our legislature, our lawmakers, to be more honest and stop all this BS. But anyways, I love seeing the impact of DOGE. Already before Trump is even in office, DOGE is making an impact. So I love it. Let me know what you think. If you're really interested in this DOGE content and seeing what Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy can do under the Trump leadership, please subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to post videos pretty much every day with the latest information on DOGE, and you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And also, if you're interested in other DOGE videos, go ahead and check out this playlist right here. I got a lot of videos there. Go ahead and check it out. And thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.